Hello everybody, we're back to the saga of sailing vessel Panache, still on the hard. So I just want to give you an update. I don't know, my camera's not uploading my videos for some reason. The iPhone's just not downloading photos, so I'm going to just do another live stream here. It's because it's the only way I can get my videos loaded right now until I figure out how to email them to me and all that. I digress. So we came in, so where the existing through hull was on the port side, and over here is the starboard side. Yes, I put another layer of epoxy on there. They need to be sanded out, and then I'm going to get these bottom painted. So that's the outside, and it's all finished, being filled. And then over here we still have it. We got the Marlin through holes where the drains are going to come out, in theory above the water line. Again, this is an estimate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first I'm using 90 degrees, and we're going to go inside. I'm going to show you where those are located. So it was nice and sunny, so I figured today I was going to knock this job out, and now not looking too good. So hopefully that's going to blow over. So here's where the existing cockpit drains went through, or were. Here I put a little bit of white paint. I didn't have any gel coat, so I actually added a little white paint to the epoxy to so it wasn't clear, because it's the clear always once the sun hits it turns yellow. So this way, hopefully, it already looks like not as white, and it's already matching the old gel coat better. So this is kind of like where I'm looking. Yes, there's always going to be a little bit of water in here, and I will keep my handy dandy sponge around, so I'm probably gonna have to occasionally sponge out the bottom, but the whole point is to keep water from shipping into the boat while she's loaded down. So this is roughly where it's gonna go. You can see that's originally what they looked like, and I shaved the bottom, and that's gonna go basically there. And what I'm doing is the 90, they are still gonna crisscross. So this side's gonna come in, go over, and it's going out the back on this side. So in theory, when we're heeled over to port, the starboard side drain is up in the air and the port side is low. So when port side is down low, the water is actually coming up, and this side is up higher because the boat is going this way, and vice versa. And that's the way the system was here. They crisscrossed for that same theory. So this side would be up when this side was down. And normally, as long as we didn't have the whole family in the boat, water never really shipped into the boat. But with the 16-gallon water tank and me and my son back here, then we'd get water. And water was only coming into about a little bit of puddle to about here, I'd say, not really past the water fill or my speaker here. So it was more of a nuisance, but it is a little disconcerting, because what was happening, I don't know where it was leaking. It was either leaking the 5200 on the cockpit drain fittings, and it was leaking into the lazarette, and I had to keep pumping out the lazarette. If we were both sitting in the back, my son and myself, when we were in the Keys, once water started shipping in, like every hour or so, there was enough water that I could pump out, and eventually I got used to it. She wasn't going down, but it's something that I wanted to take care of. So I'm hoping what this is going to do is going to alleviate that problem. So when the boat's loaded down, now the cockpit drains go out above water. The only thing I see what they could have done when they made the skipper was they could have made these a little bit deeper. So, we could set them lower, but even in here, like pretty much, that's not much water at all. Like I said, I could sponge both of those out in no time, or during a dry day, the sun will bake that out. Because I have the same thing, the way my boat sits right here, I don't have drains on the cockpit seats. This side's not a problem. I don't know, just the way things are loaded, this side's usually down. Even with the the whip line comes over to this cleat, I'll get a little bit of water in here, and you can see even now the way it's sitting on the trailer, it does the same thing when it's sitting on the trailer. I get a little bit of water in here. I got to come in and push it off in the winter or during right now, and then sponge it dry. So there's going to be a little bit of water in here. So I usually have to, when I come to the boat, if I come to the dock, if we've had rainstorm, I've always got to push the water off this seat. So that's so this is where we are. She's all clogged, filled. I I had a jerry rig. I just took the tarp off to cover it, keep the bulk of the rain, because we had one big storm come through and we had water to about here, so I'd come in and bail out the cockpit, which is another. So these are working. This is definitely sealed. The water's not getting through. And the other thing I'm going to do while I'm doing this project is, because I didn't know if these screws, I think when I put these new cockpit boards down, I think I just used silicone. I didn't use 5200, so I think I'm going to pull all these, and if not use 5200, at least re-silicone them all to make sure that none of them are leaking, because there's a lot of screws. And even maybe I might go ahead and pull the cockpit table mount and reseal all that again too, just so I know, because even now I'm just running the bilge in the boat, and there's water coming out of there. So, but I had the front hatch open, and we do get a little bit of splash. So I don't know, maybe the top is leaking too. So yeah, it's a boat, so it's getting water in. So that's where we're in the process. I don't know, I'll take some video while I'm working it, but I probably won't upload it till after. But I want to get this through, so seeing I guess in theory I'm gonna say 2/3 the job is done. This is the most difficult part, filling in, sealing the hole, and sealing the cockpit old drains. So hope you're again having a great sailing season, fair winds and fair seas.